Welcome to the Finish Your Story podcast, where we guide writers to become better creators with healthy writing habits. Episode 5, The Dread. When you come up with an idea in the first couple of days, weeks, or months, you really get super excited about it. But as time goes on and the story either isn't moving in the direction you thought it would, or you aren't as excited about how much work it will take. You are more excited about the idea of the story, and so you really start to feel that dragging, that dread that comes along with an idea that doesn't pan out. It might feel discouraging to put in so much effort and feel like you failed. This is a time you can decide if you want the story to continue or to move on to another project. If your story isn't working and you feel like it's not the time for it to work, then you should step back for a little while. The time you spent working on it wasn't a waste. It just needs extra time to be able to marinate and find out what that story is supposed to be. Think about it in your free time. Write notes and figure out what you want the story to be. Nothing is built in a day. It takes time to create a good story, time and a lot of ideas. Step back for a while. It may feel like you have no time to get your stories that you want to accomplish out into the world, but if your story is important to you, then you can give it all that time that you need. Take a few days, weeks, or months and set it aside. Don't forget about it completely or throw it away. Write down your ideas, but don't focus all your attention on it. Let your mind really work on it and see what it can come up with to make this story as exciting or better than what you originally came up with. Build the skills. You may not be able to put in all of your efforts into the story. If you need, put it away. This is a time to focus on what you can control. You can improve your craft. You can work on other areas that you can do better. Learn while you can. We don't always have a ton of time to learn about storytelling or writing, but you can do it right now by reading more books, watching more shows, listening to more music, and doing anything else to better your skills as an author. Write short stories about it and see if it continues to go on. Look at what inspired you. When you can't figure out your story or feel bad about it or just feel discouragement, you can go back to what inspired you to write it in the first place. What stories led you to become a writer? Watch those movies, read those books, listen to that music. Do anything you can to keep that excitement going. Even though you feel that dread right now, if you push against it and fight it, I think that you will have a really good time listening and writing this story. You may feel burnout. Feeling like you can't keep writing a story may be a result of stress and burnout with your creative works. Take time for yourself. Step away from your work even if it hurts. It's better to take a break and come back to a story that you love than to push as hard as you can and resent that story. If you're feeling that burnout or just feeling symptoms of it, step back, take some time, and reevaluate what you want this story to be and your relationship to creative writing. Today, for our official product promotion, we are asking you to sign up and support the Arcane Inkblots Kickstarter. It is currently live. And Arcane Inkblots is something we're really excited about because it is a creative writing idea generator. The Arcane Inkblots is a journal that gives you prompts, tips, and inkblots to give you a unique perspective on the prompt and your writing. Go ahead and check it out and support us through that Kickstarter to know that you like this idea and that you really want to get your hands on it. Today, our creator spotlight is with Adam Bassett and the work that he has been doing on his book, Digital Extremities. He is the author. Adam has been writing since a super young age. He grew up in northern New York near the Canadian border, and his work has previously appeared in Nature Erupts. And he has also published fiction and nonfiction with World Building magazine. And he occasionally does reviews on the website Fan-Fi-Addict. Igzel is the cover artist of Digital Extremities. She is a Mexican illustrator with more than 10 years of experience in both traditional and digital art. They've worked in DC Comics, Volkswagen, Anime X, Bookmark, and a ton of other stuff for capturing art of many kinds. Digital Extremities is a collection of 8 stories. It shines a spotlight on ordinary people in a callous yet hopeful future. It is set across small towns and remote islands where neon flickers against old buildings and oaks. This collection paints a unique view of a traditionally cyberpunk setting. Question of the day. How do I make sure I don't get burnt out on an idea? Well, it goes on both sides. One, you don't want to spend so much time on it that you don't get excited for it. But also, you want to make sure that you give it enough effort so you are really putting as much work in possible. Don't devote all of your time to the idea. Go all over, work on different parts of your story. Do the world building, do the writing, do the character work. If you want to stay excited and not get burnt out on your idea, work on all the parts when it comes to that idea, to that story. Today's writing tip is, to write a good book, you must first fix a bad one. Revisions are the heart of a good book. It's okay to not like your own writing at first, because you will see improvement as time goes on. Don't give up. It will get better as you work on it. The more that you spend time shaping it into what you want it to be, the better it will be, and all the time that you spent on it will feel justified on your book. Keep going. You got this. The writing prompt is, describe the town you currently live in, with particular emphasis on its atmosphere and how you feel about it. How can you personify this setting to breathe more life into where you live and appreciate this place? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment what you liked about it, and subscribe for more. Check out our other videos and our website for more information. Have a great day.